Chapter 8, Class 6th, Joint and its types. Joints. Children, joints means the place where two or more bones joins. Ends of the bones forming a joint is lined with a layer of tough and elastic tissue called cartilage, and it helps means cartilage helps to reduce friction between the bones during movement. It is also cartilage. These are also present in other parts. Example, upper part of your ear, and front part of nose. And joints, there are three types of joints: immovable or fixed, slightly movable joint, and freely movable joints. Now children, always remember, joint means the place where two or more bones join together. Types of joints. Classification or types of joints. Depending upon the movement of our body parts, these are classified into three types, and these types are fibrous or fixed joint. They are also called immovable joints. Second one is cartilaginous or slightly movable joints, and third is synovial or freely movable joints. Synovial or freely movable joints. So these are the three types of joints which help in the movement of our body parts. Now children, with the help of pic, try to understand the types of joints. First is fibrous or fixed joints, and they are also called immovable. By the yellow color they are represented. These joints are held together by tough tissues which develops during childhood. Example, these are present in the cranium or skull. Now the second type of joint is cartilaginous or slightly movable joints. By the red color these are represented. Here movement is needed, but only to a certain point. Only to a certain point. For example, the vertebral column. Symphysis pubis. Okay, vertebral column, it shows slightly movement. Now the third is synovial or freely movable joints. In the pic it is represented by blue color, and these joints are allowing movement to take place. Because of synovial joints we are able to move body parts. Now children, again fixed joints or immovable joints. They don't allow any movement of bones except the lower jaw. Lower jaw is movable, and they are called fixed joint. Fixed joint. In these joints the bones are interlocked with one another. For example, the bones of the skull, the joint between the upper jaw and the rest of the head. So these are immovable joints. Slightly movable joints. They allow a little movement of bones. For example, joints of backbone. Joints of backbone, they are slightly movable joints, and because of that we are able to bend our body, as well as we are able to dance. Synovial joints or movable joints. These joints allow the bones to move freely, and they contain a fluid for smooth movement of bones, and this fluid is called synovial fluid. So they are also called synovial joints because they have synovial fluids, so they are also called synovial joints. And this lubricate the joint like oil in a working engine. It enables all parts of the joints to move against each other smoothly. And this is inside the synovial joint capsule which holds the fluid in place. The synovial membrane lies inside the capsule where the fluid is produced. Types of synovial joints. Freely movable synovial joints can be divided into 6 groups depending upon the way they move. Their types are represented by different colors. For example, first, ball and socket, represented by black color. Second is hinge joint, represented by red color. Third is pivot joint, represented by green color. Fourth, gliding joint, represented by blue color. Fifth is saddle joint, represented by pink color. And sixth one is condyloid joint, represented by mustard yellow color. Ball and socket joint. This allows the greatest range of movement. In this type of joint, head of bone is fits into a socket of another bone, or we can say the head of one bone fits into the cup-like cavity of the other bone, and these are held together by ligaments and tendons. Example, shoulder and hip joint. Children, you can also see from the pic. Hip and shoulder, we are able to rotate our arm and leg because of ball and socket joint. Children, again look the pic of ball and socket joint. In the first upper arm, humerus bone, it has a rounded ball-like structure at one end. It is fitted into the socket or cavity-like part of the shoulder bone. And in the second pic, you can see the ball-like head or the femur bone. It is fitted into the socket-like part of the hip bone. So, these are the example of ball and socket joint. Second type of movable joint is hinge joint. This allows flexion and extension with only a small amount of rotation. This joint allows back and forth movement in one direction only, and they work just like the hinges on the doors and windows. Our knee and elbow joints are example of hinge joint. Hinge joint also present in the ankle, finger and toes. Pivot joint. The joint where our neck joins our head is a pivot joint. It allows rotating movement and it is present between the first and the second vertebrae. It can also twist from one side to another. Due to this joint, we can turn our head from left to right and upward and downward. Example, proximal and distal radio-ulnar joint. Fourth type of movable joint is gliding joint. This joint allows bones to move or glide against each other. Such type of joint have flat ends that allow side to side as well as backward and forward movements. In this joint, the articular surface of bones, it looks flat and move on the another bone in slipping movement. Example, wrist joint and ankle joint. Children, you can also say like this: sternoclavicular joint and joint between carpal and tarsal bone. Next joint is saddle joint. This saddle joint allows the movement of joint forward and backward and right to left. Example, wrist joint. Wrist joint is example of saddle joint. The next joint is condyloid joint. This joint allows for movement in all direction. However, full rotation. For example, wrist joint. You can move your wrist in all direction. Metacarpophalangeal joint between the fingers. Okay, and metatarsal phalangeal joint between the two and fingers.